Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more Warframes Online. Now, I've actually been quite busy over the sort of last few weeks, ranking up, well, Warframes and weapons. The character the main one I was actually doing previously was, the main one I was actually doing was Mag. And she's, I've got, got her, I'm assuming it's her, up to 30 now. And then I sort of moved on to Excalibur Prime. And Excalibur Prime was around about 27 when I started, because I already sort of ranked him up a little bit. And then ranked that one up to pretty much 30. And now, my contingency plan was always Excalibur, because I had Excalibur to start with, but I wasn't too bothered about ranking him up to 30. So I just finished him off and got him up to 30 as well. Now, weapons-wise, I've been buying a lot of stuff actually. I said in my last video that I'm going to start investing and buy a couple of shotguns. Now, I bought the Strun. Now I've ranked that up to 30 already, and I'm now working on the Hex to get that to 30, because I wanted to do a comparison to see out of the shotguns there, which one's actually the better one. I mean, there is one more to go, which I'm going to try as well, but so far I'm definitely preferring the Hek. And I think the main reason is the Strun is a low, the actual fire rate is actually quite low. That's what I find anyway. So say for instance you're running towards 5 or 6 Corpus Walkers, whatever you're going towards. Now with the Hek I can fire quite fast, even without having any cards on there. But the Strun, it's fire, and there's a bit of a pause there. And even when the card's on there, it's not that great. So the other side as well, obviously the Hek's got a lot more damage. I say a lot more, but you might say to yourself, oh okay, 130, if you're looking here, we've got 130, 140. I know when you add the cards on there, obviously it makes a big difference, but that 10 makes a big difference. Yeah, that's between a one-shot kill and maybe 2 shots, and that's a really big thing with a shotgun, because if your clip size at the moment, I think mine's about 6 or 7. If it's only that small, and you're having to do 2 shots per enemy, that means you're doing 2 kills and a reload. Where you could be doing 6 kills. So that like 10 points makes a big difference. So you can see the fire rate there. It's not a massive amount of difference, but it does make quite a big difference to the actual. You see what I mean? When you try them both out. But like I said, accuracy sort of slightly better. The only downside is the clip size, but I've got the clip size up by using cards, which is sort of helped out. So okay, so I'm not quite there at 30 yet with the Hek, but do you know what? It's just way better already. I mean, even at 27, I'm noticing the difference. So moving on to the handguns now. I've been quite sort of relatively busy with them as well, actually. What I'm doing is I've ranked most of them all up to 30 now, but I've started working on these ones because I prefer the duals over the singles, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I've got the singles as well, but I just like the duals. And what I've decided to do is I've decided to build another set of duels, which are which ones I'm going to do? I was going to do these ones. I'm going to build these because they look quite fancy, and I haven't tried them out yet. I've tried the single out, but I haven't tried the dual. So I've got the blueprints. You have to build 2 of these, and then obviously build the guns. So we're going to take a look at the actual founder stuff in a second, anyway. Now, at the moment, I'm trying to get these the meal swords up to 30. I'm very, very close. Now, ranking up swords is bloody hard work, because unless you're using them all the time, they're going to rank up really slow. But I have quite a few meal weapons already. I am interested in this. The Glaivier, I do want that, so I'm definitely waiting for the blueprints to come out on that. And I'm going to build the mirror at some point, but I just can't rank these up fast enough at the moment. I mean, it's slow ranking at the moment. And I'm actually even going to go for the bow as well, because I thought, that might go well with something like Trinity or something like that. So anyway, so that's pretty much the meal weapons. Now, on the founder sort of stuff, I've been really busy. What I've been doing is focusing on collecting items. I need to build stuff. And basically, it took me quite a while. It took me about a good few days to get the system and all the bits for Trinity to build it. And you can see I'm building them dual weapons there. I'm not building them as yet, but I've got them. Just got to get some more alloy plates. I use the alloy plates to build something else. So hopefully, I think it's actually 2 days. It's quite a long time. I'm not playing the platinum. Do you know, I've actually realised you actually don't actually need to spend any money to actually play this game. I think if you played it and you liked it and you ranked up a Warframe, what I would suggest you do is invest the money, just buy slots. I wish I did that to start with. Just buy slots, because you could, it's the whole fun in the game is actually going through this process and building and collecting all the stuff. You're actually going along and go, right, okay, I need the system. How do I go and get this system? And you have to go and do this boss, and you do them 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times, and then you collect something else, and then you build something. And that gives you the drive to play. And I think if I went out and just bought all the Warframes, it would probably get quite boring, I'll be honest with you. You just buy a Warframe and think, well, what's the point? But if you collect all the parts, do I think that's enough? I think they need to add something else. I don't know what, but like I said, I like collecting all the bits. It doesn't cost me anything. Bought the slots pretty much, relatively cheap, and then I just build the weapons as and when I want them. So, I mean, I can build the mirror now, but I've only got a couple of neutral sensors, and they're a bit of a pain in the ass to get. So I'm just keeping hold for them for now, because I've got other meal weapons I haven't even ranked up yet, to the maximum rank. So it's just pointless me building stuff in case I decide to build something and then think, oh my god, I can't do that now because of, I've used all my neutral sensors. Now I'm building obviously the Oracle reactor and the crystal, one for the Warframe, that's going to be for Trinity, and also because I'm nearly ranked up on that other meal weapon. I've got which one was it? I think it was the Gram. I haven't done anything on that yet. So what I plan to do is start ranking that up. It doesn't really go with Trinity, does it? But I don't think it really matters. I'm going to whack it on Trinity anyway, and then use the reactor on that, so I can get the maximum of 60 slots on that one. Now, going on to the cards, I'm still working on my cards. I've had a bit of a change around. I haven't maxed out all these cards yet because I spent so much money fusing. I mean, I've spent about you could spend 200-300 grand, no problem. You could easily do that. I've used all my cores. I've got quite a few cards left, but I'm just playing around with the cards at the moment. I've just gone for damage, and I'm still refining them. Because obviously you have a set of cards for shotgun and a set of cards for rifle, and what that caused a slight complication for me, because obviously when I got my Sentinel, the Sentinel has a rifle, so it actually uses the same cards as rifle. So I thought, Jesus Christ, you need like 2 sets of rifle cards, really. Do you know what I mean? Because your Sentinel needs them. Now, do you know what? I've been playing around with the cards of the Sentinel to see what works best, and what's more effective, and it took me ages to find this one, but the freeze damage one, that is, honestly, I think it's the best card for the Sentinel. This is what my personal, what I've found. People might say different, but damage, I've got damage 105%. I'm going to try and max it out if I can. Let's see, but these last notches though, we're talking probably maybe 30, 40 cores, maybe more than that, maybe 50 high-ranking cores there, just to get it up to sort of top rank. So I'm thinking about that. I'm going to max out this card as well, and I'm going to remove fire damage, because the freeze damage actually helps me out massively. Like, I'll give you a scenario. If I run into 5 corpus wall and I start shooting one, before I even get there, my sentinels maybe shot one of them. The sentinels stop that enemy from shooting me because he's frozen. So that was the best card I put on there, really. I really, like I said, it made a big difference, and particularly when you're using something like the shotgun, and you need that little bit of extra time, not only to shoot but to reload. It can be, it could be a lifesaver. So I'm going to rank that one up. Now, ammo max, I've whacked the ammo up on it because it's not a massive amount of ammo, and the magazine capacity size. So there's more firing. It's very difficult to say. It's hard to say, oh, what's the reload like? What's the fire rate? Although it gives you the stat there, because you're not actually firing the gun yourself and the sentinel's doing it itself. You've just got to watch your sentinel. He fires, and then he stops, and then it's quite a long way before he starts firing again. So I spent a bit of time going on to sort of ammo and fire, so he puts down more damage, even though the damage is not massive. And this is why I thought to myself, look, I'd rather go for cards that prevents the enemies from killing me than I would be putting down damage. And I'll tell you why, because obviously the actual damage is, it says 3.1, doesn't it? 3, so it's like pretty low, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's not a massive, it says is it 140 damage, 140 rate 2.1, 9.1, clip size 4 standard. But like I said, what if they're actually going to bring out, if there is any more rifles? I'm not quite sure. Doesn't appear to be, does there? But like I said, it's pretty, you know, the stock Sentinel rifle's pretty naff, so I'd rather be doing saving my life, you know, preventing me from dying, than I would sort of, you know, killing enemies really, because I'd rather, you know, I've got the shotgun to do that sort of damage, or the rifle. So, like I said, it's still got a long way to go actually. I mean, looking at the Sentinel now, I mean, that's 30, the rifle, but this is only 21, so I'm probably not going to go for the other Sentinel. I prefer this Sentinel by far. Now, getting there with the cards, I'm going to max out these cards as well. That's the respawn one. But it just takes time, because once again, it's more cores, because you're using double cores now. It's almost using cores for 2 people, isn't it? Because you're using the cores on your own weapons, using the cores on your Warframe, and you're using cores now on the Sentinel as well. But I've said in my previous video, the Sentinel, for me, is a must. You know, when my Sentinel dies, sometimes I die. I very rarely die when I've got the Sentinel, because the Sentinel obviously rejuvenates my shields. That's just a massive help, you know what I mean? It's the best thing actually, I think, of all the things that I've purchased, you know, all the weapons, everything that I got, the Sentinel is just, you know, it's a real aid to the gameplay, definitely. Now we're getting to some gameplay, and you know, I'll show you this. We go to, let's have a look. Let's get something a little bit harder. Shall we? Neptune, Pluto. Right, go to Pluto. Let's see if anyone's going to join it. So we do a 39 to 55. It's a slightly harder one, this one. So also, actually, there's a few other little updates as well. Now I've got my rank up to 6. I'm not in that. I mean, I think I was originally ranked 9,000 in the rank table. It's not that great. Now I've gone down to like 16,000. So there's been an influx of players, and I've clearly not been playing enough. Well, that's an understatement of the year, because actually, do you know what? I've probably put more hours in now than I have done for quite some time. And, you know, on that basis, Jesus, some people must be doing more hours than me. Whoa, that's just like, Jesus, must have dedicated half their life to it, or all their life. But the top guy there, I mean, I've got... The top guy is just unbelievable. He's got something like 355,000 kills compared to my 35,000. Do you know what I mean? So there's some real die-hard, hardcore players here. And one of the cards, actually, I haven't found yet. I haven't found the frost damage for the sword yet. For the weapons, for the mill weapons. So I'm going to have to maybe have a look on the wiki to find out where you actually find... Let's actually just go for it. Someone to join. The chance of me doing it on my own is very slim, but we'll give it a go. Now, what I've done a couple of times, right, there's a couple of missions that I wanted to do, and no one was joining. You know, I was on it for ages, so what I did is I just joined the game, stood in this room, waited here for about 5 minutes. I know it sounds a bit bloody boring, but... And then people started dropping in, so we're going to have a look. Let's have a quick look round, first of all, make sure if we've got any cupboards here. The other thing I noticed as well, I played a couple of rounds with a couple of a group of people, and this group of people, we stuck together. You very rarely get it in Warframes when someone helps you. You know, you stick together. That is helpful, but actually sticking together and working together as a team, you know, it sometimes gets a bit annoying because people run off. But you know, in this case, you know, there was 3 of us. We all worked together. We went through the mission, we killed everything. When I say absolutely everything, we killed everything in the round. And we went out the other side, and I was on rank 28, and I went up nearly quarter of a rank for doing that. And pretty much everything else went up a massive amount. So it was almost like 3 games worth in one game. Now, these weren't like friends or anything, so obviously once I got to the end of the game, we disconnected. So it's a little bit of a shame, really, because... You know, it makes you realise these people think they're running through, just run through the whole level and then get out the other side and that's it. You know, you're better off, actually, you want to try it out. Try getting a group of people, here we go, getting a group of people and killing everything, you know, try it. See if it makes a difference, because I found it has. I mean, I've only tried it twice now, but like I said, it's made a big difference for me anyway. I mean, I noticed it anyway. Here's our core. That's where it's happening. So here we go. Where they're up there. Great. They're going to come down. They're frost. Finish them off quickly. They get up there really. Oh, one there. Probably need to work on the reload a little bit. Let's take a look at them while I'm here. Now this one's quite hard because you're on multiple platforms, so it involves a lot of running around. As you can see at the moment, I'm actually doing absolutely nothing to help the team anyway. Oh, there's one over here. Oh, we got a mod there. Nice. I mean, this actually works better at range as well, I've noticed from the other shotgun as well. Now, I'm sure you know this, guys, but sometimes if the core gets attacked, it goes down to 50% and there's one enemy left. Don't kill him. Let the core recharge, man, because there's so many times when I play with a group of people and someone kills that last man, you're like, whoa, what'd you do that for? You know what I mean? You're doing a level 35 to 55 and you're thinking, God, you know, you need every bit of core you can because that last wave, the fifth wave, or if you do this in the next rounds, the ninth wave is just ridiculous. Going up there again. I'm going to come around here as well. Coming out the rocks. Sentinel killed him there. Let's get up here. Them bloody things there can really mess you up sometimes. Now that's what I found with this shotgun as well. You can actually shoot across the map with it as well. You're probably thinking, what are you going on about? But I'll tell you what, you try the other shotguns, some of them are absolutely blooming useless. Getting shot from in here, am I? Wave clear. Doing well. No core damage as yet, so I might whiz back up here again. Now the other good thing about the Sentinel as well, like I said before, you know, you go and if you go, oh, there's another door here. You come out this door. Oh, someone else coming in to help. Hop in here. Die. Now I took all the fire damage off before, but the problem I've got at the moment is my cards are just not strong enough. So I need to work on, I need to get some more cores and start working on actually upgrading the actual damage mods I've got and stuff like that, I think. How much ammo I got? Loads of ammo. That's a good thing about this gun as well. Actually, it's not that bad. You might think, oh god, there's only like 6 shots and 110, 119, but I think it goes up to 132 max. Hate steps. That's the only problem. You can't dash on steps, man. You get stuck on the steps. Not good for that, good from this range, is it? But not bad, still putting down the damage. We've got some sort of mod down there. Go and kill these guys in here. It's easy for us, isn't it? You can see that. It's not a hard round, even at this sort of round. I think it's more the second round gets a lot harder.
We've got robots inbound.
Sentinel got him. Nice. Rank up my handguns. Nice. I thought of actually buying the paint actually as well, you know. I've got the standard paint pack. I bought that ages ago, but they've got the fire one now. If I like the fire one, there's a few other different ones as well. But like I said, I mean, if you like the game, you don't mind investing money. It's like World of Tanks, isn't it? You can play it for free. You can play it to the end till free if you really want to. Are they going to do another round? We could probably do another one, guys. Let's just do it. Where's the cursor gone? Oh, it's weird, isn't it? Oh, it's because of that bloody snow. Sorry, guys.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Now, what I've done is I've spent a bit of cash on the actual on the dash move, because the dash move can actually.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
That was a bit of a waste. Only one. Wow. So this is quite easy for us, isn't it? Even this rank, it must be quite high ranks here, I reckon. And again, these targets seem quite soft. Come on, so here we go.
Walkers incoming.
A lot on that one. And flying things as well. Room clear. Oh, he dropped a core. Nice. What's that going to be? Not good for me. Already got that one. Well, got all the rare ones on that one. Now, the other thing actually I've noticed, what you want to try and do as well. I mean, a lot of people grind the same levels, you know, just to rank up your stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong in doing that. But what I've noticed is you know, when you get your alerts, You only get the alerts obviously on the missions you've actually completed, obviously, right? So for instance, it'd be alert, it'd be 2,500 to do this mission, right? When you unlock everything, you get, there's more alerts. I mean, some of the alerts are obviously for the higher levels that you might not have unlocked. Now, doing them ones, I've got 15, maximum I've got about 15,500 from doing one mission before. Nice. Loads of cores. See, the reload's not bad, is it? I mean, I could actually work on that a little bit more. It's not holding me back. I don't feel like, you know, this is sort of found with the other shotgun. I felt like it was holding me back a bit. I was running between areas, like from here to here. By the time I get to where I wanted to be, I was still reloading. Or you see what I mean? I much prefer this one. My favourite one, shotgun so far, anyway. Is 6 shots enough? Yeah, definitely. And the reload's not that long. Only a few seconds. See, this will be a bit harder now. Clear out the room. Look upstairs. The infinity helps. That's it, isn't it? It's a 10 waves, isn't it? Gotta be. Oh, it's the last wave. Hopefully it's be a bit harder. So far it's been a bit easy, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Heavy robotic signature detected.
Good.
Lock and load.
Dash move's great. I mean, most of them have got the, most Warframes have got the dash or something similar. Can't dash up the steps though. I think they need to sort that out. I think you should be able to dash up the stairs, man. Clear out the room. Anyone home? Nope. We've obviously got someone else left somewhere because that would have completed by now. Just go and check inside these rooms, you never know. I think we have to leave now, I think. Yeah, I think we're all agreeing there. So, not a bad round. It was quite easy, that one, actually, for rank 30. I think when you get to the point now where you've got all the warframes, you know, what do you do next? I mean, that was actually, I got a very good amount of XP in that, in-game XP on that. It was like 10,000 per weapon on that one, so that was pretty good. And, I mean, it didn't look like I did a lot there, did it? I mean, I was just... But for physical damage that I put down that round, it's a massive percent I put down there. I wasn't really... Oh, you know, I wasn't really trying that hard either. Let's see if we have to disconnect from this one. So, anyway, look. I think, you know, you get to a point now when you've got all the warframes and weapons, what do you do? And there is a plan for me of, you know, what to do next. My warframes are not even near being to their capability yet. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start trying to do maybe some really hard, some of these ones that I haven't done yet. Well, these are around 30 to 40s. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Maybe try to do some of the 30 to 40s, the harder ones, right? And then make a really good set of cards for that warframe. So like you have a set of cards to make, you know, that warframe an absolute beast. And my cards are not even full whack yet. I mean, not even near there yet. And to get them to that point, I'm going to need probably to rank up another 3 or 4 warframes. So like I said, we're going the right way. Here we are. So I'm by far there yet. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to call it a day here, guys, because it's been about 22 minutes anyway, just before I take this guy out. Do you see the freeze there? Look, I'll try and do a demonstration. See what I mean? How important is that for me? Look. See what I'm getting at? The freeze, man. It's all about freeze. Look, I could just stand here, and my sentinel would just freeze them while I shoot them. Freeze. 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 You know what I mean? I think it's brilliant. Guys, freeze. All about the freeze. Let's just do a quick clean them up, eh? Oh. Still enjoy this now, you know, doing all this. even for the amount of time I've played it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.